know it's the last days when the Jew come out and start telling the truth. You had the Syrian mystery, the Orion mystery, and now this white Jew. I'll show you the picture of him right here. His name is Gary Greenberg. Gary Greenberg is the president of the Biblical Archaeology Society. He is also a member of the American Research at the Center of Egypt, and also an Archaeological Institute of America and the Society of Biblical Literature and the Egyptian Exploration Society. He also is a senior trial attorney of the Criminal Division of the Legal Aid Society of New York City. Now, here's this white boy that wrote a book called The Moses Mystery, The African Origins of the Jewish People. Show you, see the white boy? You see, there was another guy named Ahmed Osman. Ahmed Osman wrote a book called Moses, the Pharaoh of Egypt. Came out in 1990, but he black, so if the white man say, oh, y'all just trying to make a political thing for yourself, you will be believing that. But it seems like it's a little more pretty when the white man writing the truth. You see, now, the Moses Mystery. It's in all the bookstores now. All of them got it. Walden's, B. Dalton's, Barnes & Noble's, Borders, all of them. Now, this is the deal. It says, this book will challenge the basic assumption about the Bible. The Moses Mystery contained the 12 tribes of Israel never existed. Yeah, because the 12 tribes of Israel is the 12 zodiac signs, the 12 systems of the body, which is also the 12 DNA strands, 10 of them in the Kabbalah. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob were characters of Egyptian mythology. The Bible story of Jacob and Esau was, for example, draws together several myths about the Egyptian gods Horus and Set. The feuding brothers who fought together in the womb were woven into biblical stories of biblical patriarchs. The Israelites were Egyptian followers of Akhenaten. Now, he bears witness to the same research that I did a tape called Akhenaten Moses One and the Same in 1994. You still got that tape? Akhenaten Moses One and the Same. He's bearing witness to the same tape that I did in 1994 on some research that I did. Akhenaten, Moses, one and the same. It says the first Israelites were Egyptians, the followers of the Pharaoh Akhenaten, who attempt to introduce monotheism into Egypt engendered rage among the religious establishment. We know how that goes. Moses served as the high priest in Akhenaten's cult. After Akhenaten's death, had to flee Egypt to avoid execution. The Pharaoh Horemheb waged a bitter campaign to execute the vestiges of Akhenaten's heresy, eliminating the evidence stone by stone and word by word. As a result, Akhenaten remained lost in history till the 19th century when Egyptologists discovered his ruins and his capital city. When Horemheb died, Moses returned to Egypt, united with his followers and enemies of Egypt, and attempted to seize the throne of Ramesses I. The coup failed, but to avoid a civil war, Moses and his allies were allowed safe passages out of Egypt. This was the real Egyptian exodus. After entering Canaan, the Egyptian followers and Moses formed a military alliance with local Canaanite kings, and with some recently revived Greek invaders known as the Sea People, which is actually Phoenicians. The non-tribal alliance of small kingdom cities became the biblical Israel. Now what he's saying here is, in here, but see, now the crackers talk about, but this is what enabled him to write the book. In here he talks about how his people ignored all kind of signs that this shit was Egyptian. But what enabled him to read the book here say all about the Egyptians was the Hebrews were Egyptian, but he never tell you what color the Egyptians are. But he's writing in code. First of all, he tells you that the acknowledgement in the beginning of the book, he acknowledges Martin Bernal and thanks him for giving him some of the work. So clearly, if you go and read Black Athena, Martin Bernal bears witness that the Egyptians are black. So he does that for the ones that's the scholars, and to read between the lines, but he also does it so he don't get too much ass kicking from his damn white Jewish people, because the Jews would want to be Egyptians too. You see what I'm saying? So, but I'm still saying, for the mere fact that the cracker would write the truth, let you know that it's over.